All right, we'll get started. We'd like to welcome DP World Tour member Adrian Meron into the interview room here at the Honda Classic. Adrian's teeing it up this week as a designated international player exempt by the commissioner and competed last week at the Genesis Invitational on a sponsor exemption. Adrian, welcome. You mentioned the jet lag while we were walking in here last week, but just how excited are you to have another opportunity to tee it up on the PGA Tour?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's always been my goal to play on PGA Tour, so I'm really grateful for these opportunities to play last week, this week, and following weeks as well. So it's really good for me. Had a great year last year on DP World Tour, and I want to take my game on the next level.
And coming into this week, number 53 in the official world golf ranking, top 50 after this week, get into the Players' Championship in a couple weeks. How much is that on your mind going into this week, and are you looking forward to that opportunity if presented?
Yeah, of course. I just need to focus on my game, play well this week, and hopefully it's enough. I can do much more than this, so hopefully it'll be enough. And yeah, that'll be amazing to play Players for sure.
All right, we'll take a couple questions out here. If you have a question, we'll get a microphone to you. Start with Tim on the right.
Kind of along those lines, how difficult is it to not peek at projections and look to see where you are when you're that close to it? How do you block that out, or can you?
You can't really block it. I keep checking the ranking every week, to be honest. But as I said, you can't really control it. You have to focus on your game, on each shot, play the best as you can, and then if it's enough on Sunday, it's enough. If it's not, you just accept it and move forward and focus on the next goal.
Hey, you talked about how well you played last season. Certainly you continue that form going into this season. Your name is starting to pop up on the Ryder Cup list. I'm just curious, what's your reaction when you see that you're close to something, and what are your first memories of the Ryder Cup?
It's a good question. Probably when I was a kid. I don't remember, like 5, 6, watching with Dad. I don't really remember exactly which Ryder Cup it was, but the one I remember is when Keimer made the winning putt. I think it was in Medina, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, that'll be an amazing achievement for me, and it's always been also my goal to play in the Ryder Cup. I know it's still a long time to go, but to be in this group of guys who are considered to be on the team, it's very special for me, and I'll do anything I can to make that team.
And kind of looking ahead on something else, there's a new exemption category for the top DP World players to play on the PGA Tour. How much does that interest you in playing? I assume you would split time, but playing full time in the United States.
Oh yeah, as I said at the beginning, it's always been my goal. I spent 4 years in college in States, and since I graduated, I always wanted to come back and play on the PGA. That's where the best players are. That's where the best golf is. So that's what I want to be.
Go ahead. Is this the first week you've stepped on this course?
Yes, this is first week. Yeah, I just played first time yesterday.
Yes. Just talk about it. It's got a reputation. It's a challenging course. Just talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's very nice. I like it. You have to hit really good shots. It's really difficult. Probably it's going to be quite windy, so it's quite rewarding, I would say. So if you play your good golf, you'll be fine. So I like these types of courses. It's a little bit different than last week. But I played 18 holes yesterday, and I'm gonna walk the course today just to get mentally ready for tomorrow.
You mentioned you played college golf here. What was that process? How did you find East Tennessee? How did they find you?
So I played a lot of junior tournaments when I was 16 to 18 years old, and then Fred Warren, the coach of ETSU, approached me in one of those tournaments and said if I'm interested to play in college golf, and I said yes, and I got scholarship. To be honest, my first year in Tennessee was a little bit of shock, culture shock, language shock, like everything was just different. So I struggled a little bit my first year, but then after that it was a lot of fun playing with all of these guys on a high level, and just learning about myself and about my golf game. And that was, I think, great preparation for professional golf.
Other questions? Rex?
you're kind of bigger than other golfers. I'm curious, growing up, how did you gravitate towards golf, and did you play other sports? Were there other things that interested you?
Yeah, I played a lot of sports. I used to play a lot of basketball, volleyball, football as well. I was skiing a lot, but golf was in our family since I remember. My dad used to play a lot, so every vacation was on the golf course and stuff like that. So I would play since I was 6 or 5 years old. But as I said at the beginning, it was other sports as well. And then I took golf more seriously when I was 14, 15 years old. When I started when I started winning some junior golf tournaments back in Poland, and I was enjoying the practice, the competition. And the thing that golf is individual sport, so I can control everything on my own, and that what made me, pursue my career in golf.
Other than golf, what sport were you best at? Other than golf?
I would say if I didn't play golf, I would probably be a volleyball player.
What did it mean to represent Poland at the 2020 Olympic Games? And I feel like we're talking a lot about opportunities you may have in the future, but how much is Paris on your mind in 2024?
Yeah, I already played in Tokyo, which was amazing. I love Olympic Games. I watched every single Olympic Games in my life, I think. So to be able to represent Poland in Tokyo, seeing all of these athletes, staying in the village, it was just a dream come true. So I think Olympics is a big part of me as well. So I'm looking forward to Paris.
All right, Adrian, I think those are all the questions we have. We appreciate your time, and best of luck this week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.